All right, it is the Rundown, Monday, December 21st, brought to you by New Amsterdam Vodka. New Amsterdam Vodka believes that when you have an uncompromising passion and a competitive spirit, you can achieve great things. This spirit has inspired New Amsterdam to produce a vodka of superb taste and unparalleled smoothness. New Amsterdam distills its vodka for five times, using only the finest quality grains from America's heartland, resulting in a premium vodka with unparalleled smoothness that is then filtered 3 times for a clean and crisp finish. We're teaming up with New Amsterdam Vodka to upgrade your gear this holiday season. Head to barstool.newamsterdamvodka.com for a chance to score a premium hockey hoodie featuring Barstool and the NAV patchwork. It's New Amsterdam Vodka, the official vodka of Barstool Sports. We got Big Cat. Thank you for joining me.
Very
Frank,
excited.
Clearly.
My two guys.
Frank, is this your first rundown?
No.
Second time.
We got Hannah the Weather Girl fact checking. We'll sneak you in for a thumbnail later. Boys, welcome. Second to last rundown of the year, I believe. Probably.
Penultimate.
The penultimate rundown this year.
There it is, Frank.
Start with...
Frank and I watched 10 hours of football yesterday together.
How was that?
Guys, being dudes.
Let's start there. Let's start in the NFL.
Frank?
Well, it was a great week 15. I mean, the Dolphins put that final nail. Boom! Boom!
Nail that COVID shot! Nail that motherfucking COVID shot! Nail that COVID! Boom! 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 Boom!
Into the coffin
That was
of
a
the New
really
England
mesmerizing
Patriots.
gif.
Yeah,
There
it
was the Jets. You know, the Jets screwed up the tank. It's going to be a blue Christmas for the Jets.
It was, there was a moment yesterday when it was, like, we usually have a bunch of people watching the first slate of games, and then the last slate, like, everyone kind of spreads out because they're doing different things, but it was just Kevin versus Frank in the gambling cave, watching the Jets. Kevin rooting against the Jets, Frank rooting for the Jets.
Touchdown!
Light.
Woo! Game ball out of case.
It was very, very funny.
I mean, it was. You could almost see that one moment. It's like the meme there from The Simpsons. That you could tell that's the exact moment that you ripped the heart out of his chest. Mm-hmm. That's the exact
You
moment.
can see where it broke.
I'm gonna kill myself.
It was, I think, the biggest NFL upset in 25 years.
That's not true.
Based on the line, 17 points.
Didn't it happen like last year and the year before?
I saw a tweet that said biggest NFL upset in 25 years.
I mean, it was just incredible
I thought it happened last year too.
how poorly the Rams played yesterday.
I know
the
the Bills beat the Vikings in Minnesota one year.
Yeah, that was a big one.
I think that was like 16 points. I saw one tweet that said it was the biggest NFL upset in 25
From
years.
who?
I don't know. They had a blue check mark, though, I'm pretty sure.
I mean, Minnesota, the
Yeah,
Bills.
25 years.
The Bills beat the Vikings as 17-point dogs.
This was 17 and a half.
I guess
Would,
so.
would that game in 1995
Nice job,
been the
Tommy.
Point, Tommy.
Panthers against the 49ers?
Hannah?
Put a point on Tommy's board. All right.
But yeah, I mean, the Jets,
job,
I
Tommy.
mean, they cost themselves Trevor Lawrence. Now they have to ask themselves, do you build around Sam Darnold?
Yeah,
to get
probably.
You think so?
Yeah.
Justin Fields.
No. You see, he doesn't like the Jets. So Frank, Frank, for the people at home who are watching, what Frank just did there, that was devious of him.
But do
Yeah,
you
that
think
was.
Sam Darnold, I know KFC thinks this, do you think Sam Darnold is just too ruined by the Jets for him
No.
to ever be good?
No.
I feel like he's as upset as anyone because he probably wanted a change of scenery.
No, he said he wants to be a Jet for life.
Well, of course he's going to say that, but
Yeah.
there's no way he
What-
actually means
No,
it.
but that's the one franchise you don't have to say that. Like,
Yeah, that's
that's
true.
the one place where you don't have to be like, hey, I want to be a Jet for life, because everyone's like, no, you don't.
The perfect place for Sam Darnold to go, to me, is the Colts. Maybe
Everyone's
sit
saying
one
that.
But
year,
now everyone's saying Carson
sit
Wentz
one
will go
year
there.
behind
Yeah.
Phillip Rivers, and then take over. You have a good quarterback coach there with Frank Reich as your head coach, who understands what it's like to be a backup quarterback and could nurture and fix Sam.
Speaking of, yesterday was decided for everyone who's watching right now. If your team is eliminated, if you don't have anything to root for, here's what you should be rooting for. You should be rooting for the Indianapolis Colts to win the AFC South, so that they then could potentially play the Miami Dolphins on Wild Card Weekend. We have it guaranteed. I'm saying this. These are my words, not Frank's. Guaranteed. Frank versus his neighbor Ralph, famous neighbor Ralph, who's a diehard Colts fan, on a live stream for the people. It would be the greatest thing that Barstool Sports has ever produced. Frank versus neighbor Ralph. Colts Dolphins. Has to happen.
You could light up New York City for 20 years for the electricity that will come from this podcast.
Know, yes, exactly. If you don't know neighbor Ralph, Michelangelo, throw in the clip of neighbor Ralph coming down and rushing into Frank's apartment.
What loss was that?
They did it! I literally fainted. They did it! I can't believe what I just saw. They did it, baby. Yeah, we deserve another. They did it. Yeah.
Ralph from Belleville, everyone.
Yeah. And the Colts won too. They did it.
No, it was the Dolphins beating the Patriots with the
Gronk.
Gronk.
Yeah.
We did it, Frank. We did it. Like the Dolphins had like 2 wins. We did it.
I actually did a live stream with him about a month ago when they played the Titans. And he just reached into my drawer and grabbed something and started like scraping his beard with it. And it's my pumice stone from it. And I looked at him and go, you know, Ralph, I use that for my feet.
Oh.
So you told me that story yesterday, Frank, and it was shocking even yesterday. And then the second time you told it, I'm still disgusted.
Yeah, that is. You two should really have a spin-off show of some sort.
It's Bizarro
It would
Seinfeld.
be,
It's crazy.
But yeah, your Dolphins knocked the Patriots out of the playoffs. First time since 08 they're on it.
Do the
Bills
coffin
clinched
one
the
more time.
Boom, boom, boom.
Bills clinched the AFCs. How do you feel about the Dolphins?
I think the Dolphins have a bright future, a very bright future. Whether they make the playoffs or not, and what's going to be sad is someone's going to be in the AFC at 10-6 or 11-5 and not make the playoffs.
I know.
Meanwhile, someone in the NFC East is going to be hosting a game and be 7-9 at the best.
It's not right.
I hope it's not the Browns. That would really be
The Browns
unfair.
could potentially not make the playoffs at 11-5, which would be a tragedy
With
of all
an expanded
tragedies.
field.
Yes.
Almost impossible.
But they play the Jets next week, so
Yeah, but they play the Steelers week 17.
that is
yeah,
true.
Steelers could still be playing for the 2 seed. Bears, how do you feel? I mean, they're still alive for the playoffs.
Yeah, they're very much alive. If they win the last 2 games, they need the Cardinals to lose one of the last 2, and
They
then
have
they'd
the
be in.
tiebreaker over them?
No, so they need them to lose. Or no, yes, we do. Cardinals have a better record right now.
Now, what hurts
Right.
the Bears, though, is they had to play the Packers in the last week of the season.
But you're hoping the Packers might have
Clinched the 1 seed.
If they win next week, I think they have the 1 seed.
Yeah, because they're 1 game better than the Saints, and they beat them head-to-head.
Correct. So yeah, good action. You know, it's good action. Good Sunday of football,
It
right?
was a great Sunday of football.
Right,
Not-
Frank?
It was a fantastic Sunday of football. You
I
see,
enjoyed having you here, Frank. I told you that.
I think I'm going to have to come here more often on
Fucking
football,
do it.
NFL Sundays.
I also introduced Frank. He had no idea. This is the 2nd week in a row that someone has joined us for NFL Sunday, Rico Bosco last week, that had no idea that Andrew Siciliano existed.
Really? I had
no
big
idea.
ears. Big ears.
He had no idea. And then I
wish
told
I still
him.
didn't know he existed.
Yeah.
There's
Yes!
no one worse than him.
Yes!
He makes Joe Buck look good.
He's
He's on my side.
He is
Hates him.
terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, Scott Hansen.
Is the best.
Scott Hansen, I never really appreciated how good he is, but he is really
You
good.
don't know what you got till it's gone, Frank.
I mean, Scott Hansen is enjoyable. Scott Hansen, I mean, he makes it fun. This Siciliano, do you know what he talks? We're going to Miami now, and there's the Bears. Oh. I mean, first off, he looks like someone left the car doors open with his ears. His eyes are bulging out. He looks
All right,
like
let's not
that.
get personal with it.
He looks like that guy that you
Just say that
squeeze.
you like Scott Hansen more. Let's not get. See, you know.
Scott Hansen, you see what he did yesterday?
What?
That Colts dance, he thought it was Sugar Hill. I mean, that is.
What was the Colts dance?
He thought
It
it
was,
was. They just did like.
Jump around or
Yeah,
something?
no, they did like gangs.
Gangnam Style?
Rappers Delight. I mean,
Ah.
that's the best rap song ever made. That's ridiculous.
Still better than Siciliano.
Still better than Siciliano.
Still better than Siciliano.
And then biggest game of the weekend, Saints Chiefs. We had our kill yourself off. We both ended up not having to kill ourselves, which was a nice
You were
Christmas
lucky.
miracle. But yeah, I mean the Chiefs just looked unbelievable. I don't
Yeah.
know how anybody
Very
can beat
good.
them.
Very
The
good.
Chiefs are
team.
going to win the Super Bowl again.
Yep.
unless
I'm just waiting to see when we're going to start hating Chiefs fans.
So I've long likened Patrick Mahomes to Steph Curry, where
Right.
they're sort of revolutionary, they're so fun to watch, but will they have that one moment, like Steph Curry had the famous throwing his mouth guard into the stands game, where everyone sort of started to turn on him? Will Patrick Mahomes have that moment?
I don't think that will happen. Well, Steph Curry has a father that was in the NBA too, but Patrick Mahomes has been around athletes his whole life and sports his whole life, with his father being a pitcher. Was the winning pitcher when Bobby Valentine wore the fake mustache, by the way? In case you didn't
I
know
like
that.
what you did there, Frank, because you had a point, you contradicted yourself with the point, but you still got to the point.
Yeah. You prepare for the counter argument.
That
it's
was
like
good,
a classic
yes.
college essay.
You
technique.
just gave everyone else, like, hey, I
Yeah.
know you're going to point this out and try to poke holes. Well, guess what? I've done it first. And give me the trivia that you gave me yesterday, the Mets yearbook. What year?
Patrick Mahomes was in the 2000 Mets yearbook. He's like 5 years old. There's like a Mets family section, and he's like holding a little baseball bat and swing and with his little Met jersey on.
Love it. Love it. That's awesome.
Second half of the rundown brought to you by Simply Safe. Whether it's from a break-in, fire, flooding, or a medical emergency, Simply Safe Home Security delivers award-winning 24/7 protection. With Simply Safe, you don't just get an arsenal of cameras and sensors, you get the best professional monitors in the business. They've got your back day and night, ready to send police, fire, EMTs, whatever you need, when you need them most, straight to your door. Set up yourself in only about 30 minutes. It's super easy, and there's no long-term contract, hidden fees, or installation costs. Right now, our listeners get a free home security camera when you purchase a Simply Safe system at simplysafe.com/rundown. You also get a 60-day risk-free trial, so there's nothing to lose. Visit simplysafe.com/rundown for your free security camera today. That's simplysafe.com/rundown. On to college football. Alabama beats Florida. Clemson kills Notre Dame. OSU holds on against Northwestern. Those are your top 4 teams. Don't really think there are many surprises.
Nope. How do you feel about your Fighting Irish, Frank?
I was very discouraged by Saturday's game. Very
Yeah.
discouraged. Personally, if they would have not been in the Final Four, I would not have blamed anyone for that. I kind of feel sorry for Texas A&M, although they had their ugly loss against Alabama. It's going to be the usual suspects. It's going to be Alabama versus Clemson,
yeah.
for the national championship.
Rick-
Did you see that Dabo Swinney in the coaches poll
I know.
today
11th.
voted Ohio State 11th?
11th. Frank, rank your teams, like your fandoms. Like which team, if you could pick a championship for all of your teams, who would you want first to win a championship? Second, obviously Mets won.
Second, I guess it might be the Dolphins, just a slight bit ahead of the New Jersey Devils.
Okay, and then Devils 3, and what's 4?
I'd put Notre Dame football and Seton Hall basketball 4-5.
4, 5, and then is there an NBA team or no?
Brooklyn Nets.
Brooklyn Nets 6.
Are we
And
missing
then-
anything? Soccer, MLS?
Well, I kind of root for Red Bull New York, who is just
Okay.
the most pathetic organization in
Did you pick them
North
because
America.
they're pathetic, or did they get pathetic after you picked them?
They're the local team, so I've
Okay.
always kind of...
Yeah.
I actually liked them better when they were called the New York Metro Stars.
Ah, that's a real throwback.
That's a cool name.
I love it. All right, so
Um,
so Notre Dame's 5. Okay, got it.
Do you think there's a chance ever for a team like Coastal Carolina, a non-Power 5 team, to get in
No,
the playoff?
they have to explain the
No.
playoff. I mean,
And-
Cincinnati never even had a chance.
No.
And they should expand the playoff.
Yeah,
6 or 8?
8. But the problem is, 8. Sure, 8.
I think it should be 6. 8 seems like a little
No,
much.
eight
Look.
you go with the Power 5
And a
plus
and a
3
wild
wild
card.
cards.
Here's the thing with
Or
college
6,
football. People will say like, "Oh, I can't get into it because it's always Alabama and Clemson. It's always the same 4 or 5 teams." There's only been 11 teams that have gone to the playoff, right? In the history of the
Yeah.
playoff, I think it's been around for 6, 7 years. I watch college football for more than just who wins the national title. It's the only sport that really that kind of like rivalries
You watch it
matter.
for the moments.
The moments matter. Like, it might sound like loser talk, but like 10-win seasons matter, bowl games matter. Like college, if you're expecting to watch college football just to see who wins the national title, it's never going to be the sport for you. You know what I mean? I just
Right.
assume you don't have a team.
Yeah, it's sort of you're watching more for the storylines
Now, the
than
only
for
thing I
who
don't
the
like about
national.
bowl games is just, I mean, I wish there.
Don't say there's too many. Don't say there's too many.
I
Don't.
wish-
No.
we just
Ah!
had better matchups.
Okay. I'll accept that.
Okay.
Were you going to say it?
Well,
No.
Sometimes less is more.
No! God damn it, Frank. More football is always better.
Could we do predictions for the playoff and the championship?
Sure.
Frank,
Notre
why don't you
Dame,
start us off?
Alabama, go.
Alabama's going to win that game 44-10.
I will say Alabama's going to win that game 54-12.
I say 48-20. I think they could score maybe a little bit on Alabama. All right,
Next.
Clemson, Ohio State. I'll start this time. We'll go snake draft.
Sure.
I'll take Clemson 42-28.
Clemson 38, Ohio State 27.
Clemson 38, Ohio State 42.
Wait, you have Ohio State winning?
Yeah, I just did that. You like that?
Okay, that was
Reversed it.
bold.
Both of you were kind of falling asleep at the wheel there.
Yeah, well,
and
you
I just
reversed.
fucking
It's
flipped
not
it
too
on
often you see the losing
Mm-hmm.
score put first.
Uh-huh.
Let's go on, I guess, a little bit.
Billy, stay right there.
Yeah, I was actually going to call Billy over right now.
Yeah.
Billy football might be fighting Jose Canseco
In my honor.
at Rough and Rowdy.
Yep.
Billy, come over here. How did this go down?
So,
this is
all right,
like
so
a random.
2 years ago, I said, if I remember correctly, I think Jose Canseco was going after A-Rod, and I was like, I'm going to have to defend A-Rod's honor.
Great.
I'll fight Jose Canseco.
Jose Canseco, if Jose
is a thing.
Canseco, I've challenged him, rough and rowdy.
You did.
Now, Jose is now calling me a coward because he's all of a sudden decided yesterday or Saturday to tweet me being like, let's fight. If I'm not going to fight, so yeah, sure,
Right.
I'm a coward.
Yeah.
A couple things have changed. I've had a child. I'm older and fatter. And
look great.
I also don't, this is going to sound terrible, but the pen deal has changed my financial situation where I don't need to fight someone for
Right.
money.
You are probably in a better financial situation than Jose Canseco.
I would say definitely.
Which is pretty
Correct.
crazy.
So,
to
but
think
if
about.
if you add all that up together and you're like big cat coward, hand up, I'll own to it. I don't care.
It's just being smart.
I don't care.
You know-
And I found a champion in my place, and I will throw some financial backing to whatever Dave decides the winner's purse is. I will throw in, $10,000, $15,000 to the winner as well because he's fighting in my honor.
So, Billy, how did you become involved?
Well, Jose started talking shit on Twitter about Big Cat. Big Cat, as we see, children, good financial
Right.
situation.
Fat.
And fat. Me,
Svelte.
no kids. Poor.
Nothing to lose. Literally nothing to
Not
lose.
fat.
Not smart.
Jose, I'm coming for you, dude.
Dude, he's
You're-
coming for your ass.
He's
It's
okay.
also
everyone,
like Game of Thrones. Like, this is my champion. I
He's
have
gonna
elected
kick-
him.
He's the
He's going to
mountain.
kick
Yes,
Jose
he's my
Canseco's
mountain.
ass.
Does that end up
I'm
well
telling
for
you
him?
that right now. He's going to kick Jose Canseco's ass.
Let's
Jose
go, Frank.
Canseco's going to be like Glass Joe.
Yeah.
Billy's going to land one punch, and then you're going to see Jose go.
Fuck yeah, Billy.
all his muscles deflated. He's
Yeah.
old.
Yeah.
Like, he moves so slow in his last
Yeah.
fight, which is 10 years ago.
Yeah.
No way he got faster.
Yeah.
I'm not going to try to outmuscle the human steroid. I'm
Yeah.
going to use speed, gas him out, and knock him the
Now,
fuck
you
That's
better
my
watch
Wait,
out.
don't give away the whole
Now, you better
strat.
watch
That's
out,
my champion.
Billy. If you beat him, he's going to claim it was Ozzy.
Yeah, true.
True.
We'll be ready for that.
Elder
Jose,
abuse.
we'll be ready for that.
I need to make sure that we don't got senior abuse on the table there. Like, we
Nice.
got to sort out the law stuff with that.
So is this going to be like Super Bowl week, roughly?
I don't know. I think
I hope. I kick
Billy's
his ass
talking
this
to him.
weekend.
Jose
We
wants to have a
DM.
stipulation that if he beats Billy, then I'm going to fight. Listen, I'm not going to fight.
So he
I'm
just
sorry.
really, really wants to fight.
Yeah, but it's like
Gotta get
2
through
years
me.
later. I
Yeah.
don't know. And I also, I'm a coward. I
I do
care.
remember that now that you
Right.
bring it up.
And also,
But,
I don't really, I mean, like, I think it was when I was, like, really trying to get myself into the corp and trying to
Right.
ingratiate
Now
myself to
you're
the
in.
boss. I'm in. Like, I don't need to do this.
Right.
Things have changed. But yeah, so Jose, this is my champion. If you want to fight him, do it.
He can send his own champion, right, if he
If
wants.
people
or-
want to call me a coward, do it. Don't care. This is my guy.
Billy, well, actually, I'm not going to ask you. What do you guys think the pen line would be for that fight?
I think Billy would be a favorite.
I
I think
get in
Billy
the
will
ring.
win.
I mean, you do have, 30 years on him?
Yeah.
True.
Jose's a little bigger.
You're just a D1
The
athlete.
craziest thing that's going on in Billy's mind right now is he truly thinks that Jose Canseco is a tougher matchup for him than Jake Paul, who Jake Paul is in his 20s, is training to legitimately become a boxer.
Yeah, no,
has
you're
been
much
fighting
better
for 2
chance against
years,
Jose Canseco.
just knocked out Nate Robinson. But Billy's like, yeah, I'm worried about Jose Canseco.
I think
It's crazy.
Is it just the?
no.
I think it's maybe just
It's
the name.
it's just like the
No,
idea,
the
like-
size. No,
Canseco.
Billy
guys,
actually
guys.
thinks boxing is like you put the two people next to each other, and whoever's taller wins.
No, but like it's Disney Channel star or
But dude, Jake
Roy-
Paul is legitimately trying to become a boxer.
I know, but it's just you're dumb brain.
I get
idiot
what you're
type
saying.
thing.
Like mentally, like a steroid
Like,
era baseball
steroid,
star
yeah.
versus like a YouTuber.
Yeah,
I get
like
the
Disney
mental
Channel. Like, come on, like
difference
mental,
there,
yeah.
but you would have a much
And it's
better chance
99%
against
mental. So
I mean,
just
Jose
thinking
Canseco is one of the most overrated baseball players of all time. I mean, seriously.
Frank, you
Frank,
better be
be
careful,
careful.
dude. Next thing you know, you're
I
gonna
mean,
be in the ring.
You want to talk about someone who's a rat?
Oh,
Jose Canseco is a rat.
Jose, I'm not saying this. Frank is. You
I'm
want
not
to take
either.
Frank in the ring? Frank, you want to fight him?
I'll have to pick a champion because
You just
I'm-
grab Billy
I'm
again.
also
Just get
Frank's
Billy.
champion.
Yes, there we go.
If
I'm
you-
moving
go.
around like Jabba the Hutt.
So Billy's Frank and my champion.
if you've been personally victimized by Jose Canseco, I will be your champion.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
This is
Donate
like
to the champion
Yeah, this is like a
fund.
class action lawsuit.
Yeah,
fight.
class action lawsuit
You will-
against
you will
Jose
fight for
Canseco.
everyone.
I'm fighting for
Love
everybody.
it.
Just
Fuck
over
yeah,
and
Billy.
over again.
I'm
Yes.
hyped. I'm hyped.
Yes.
All right.
All right, Billy. Good luck.
Thank
Hopefully
you.
we see
Thank you for
soon.
having
Thank
me.
you, Billy.
A couple last things to touch on. Barstool Fund. We launched that, I think, right after we finished the rundown on Thursday. Go to barstoolsports.com/the Barstool Fund, helping a bunch of small businesses. Going to raise monthly amounts for each restaurant or different types of small businesses. Once we hit that, move on to the next one. Borelli's is up there, as is the Village Trap. I can't read my own handwriting.
We're going to help as many as we humanly can and try to keep, these small businesses alive. So that's the plan. Is it perfect? Probably not, but it's better than nothing. So support it. Barstool Fund at barstoolsports.com. If you're a small business owner, you need help, reach out. Hopefully we can help you.
But yeah, just an unbelievable cause. We're going to raise more money for small businesses than really the government or any other organization
Yeah, well, the
ever
government
has.
just doesn't care. I mean,
Yeah.
that's one thing they show they don't really care.
Yeah, they don't. We have gotten nothing, and that's when Barstool, we're going to step in and raise more money. Go buy Borelli's t-shirt. Go donate to the Barstool Fund.
Yes.
And yeah, I think that's about it. Stu Feiner.
Thanks,
is
Stu. Stu
Stu
basically
around here
catered
anywhere?
this
Yeah,
entire
I wanna-
place.
From Il Milano. It's supposed to be one of the best Italian restaurants in the city. Absolutely delicious. I
That
don't know where
chicken
Stu
today
is.
just melted in my mouth. It melted in my mouth. I never had chicken like that before.
Shout out to Il Molino. There is no place in the world that I would cater food for the greatest company in the world than Il Molino. Number one, it is an honor, a pleasure to eat your food.
It's pretty
Yeah,
damn good.
it was delicious. Thank you, Stu Feiner. I'm not sure where he is. We filmed our last advisors of the season today.
was awesome.
Seems like. We have a company meeting a little bit. Il Milano.
Stu!
Stu, come on. Yeah.
Stu looks like he's the father of the bride today.
But yeah, we have a company meeting after this. Always just a good spirits, good day.
The end of the year is here.
You're gonna give a speech today?
I think I'm gonna have to speak.
You wanna
yeah.
shout me out, maybe?
Sure.
Okay. I don't think it's gonna be a good one.
Yeah. Stu.
So I have the
Send
Il
them off.
Molino hat. Hello. What am I supposed to say? Say hello?
Yeah.
Hello, I'm on the rundown. It's an honor and a pleasure. Can I take this off and sit on this? No, I'll be okay. So what's doing? I feel amazing. Tank,
You
you're
look
great. Tommy, you're amazing.
Thank
You
you.
should actually.
You're amazing. You're like a mini Big Cat.
We should have
Little
Stu and
cat.
Tank.
You could no. I mean, you're
How much
a little,
longer can you guys? Why don't you sit down and you and Tank just shoot the shit?
Really?
As the we'll do it as the
You know, you're
roll out of the
insanely
rundown.
good looking in person. You look like a cat. Like if you were in
A cat.
in like the Broadway Cats.
So yeah, just
Your
put that
eyes are
energy
piercing
on there.
gorgeous.
Yeah.
That
And then
energy
he
up,
has the
Frank.
chin of like Charlton
Just don't
Heston.
be like the movie
No,
cats.
that's
That was
not
kind
a
of
lie
creepy.
though. That's sort of
Just
like
quick,
on
the
point,
place
right?
is called the Village Trust
I don't need
in New
this,
Hampshire.
right?
I wanted to make sure I got that right. Oh yeah, but you two
All
just
right, so
take it away. I'm gonna
this
step
is
out.
the way I
and
look
I'll-
at it, and I'll be honest with you. Okay?
Hannah, you wanna come sit here?
If we do not
Just sit
get
here and
Lindor
watch
and
them talk.
Springer, okay, fuck Steve Cohen, because then we'll have the catcher, we'll have the shortstop, we'll have the center fielder up the middle, and we're solid. We have enough pitching. We do not need pitching.
Well, I'll take Springer and a pitcher. Lindor, I would like. He'll be the cherry on top.
Thumbnail.
To me, I love Andres Jimenez.
Okay.
I love Andres Jimenez. And if he's the starting shortstop next year, I won't be disappointed. I want George
Now
Springer
he's been
first.
in the Met organization how long?
Maybe about 5 years. He's still a kid.
Okay.
He was-
How old is he now?
like 21, 22.
So they started touting him, if I remember, 17.
Yeah,
right.
he's a kid.
Right.
And he's got a glove that reminds me of Omar Vizquel.
Yeah, but you see, with me, right now on the Mets, we have nobody that won a World Series, right? Who's won a World Series on the Mets?
No one I can think of.
No one. Okay, so
They're hungry.
What?
They're hungry.
Right. So Springer and Lindor. I think you need them both.
Lindor's never won a World Series.
Oh, George Springer didn't win a World Series.
Lindor.
Oh, Lindor didn't win a World Series with Cleveland. Oh, right. They lost to Kansas City.
No, they lost
right.
to the Cubs.
Oh, but I'm saying, okay, they lost to the Cubs in 7. Wow.
Yeah.
Right.
I
love Lindor. I remember he played great in the World Series. He played great in a playoff run for Cleveland. He was fucking amazing. Got every hit and played every ball.
Right now, I just have faith in Stevie Cohen, and I think that whatever the Mets do, it's going to be, it's going to work out now because they actually got someone with a plan. They got people who actually have money and people who actually have smarts, and not the Wilpons who just like did everything reactionary and not and not with no plan, no formulation. No idea, no clue.
Go a step further. Are the Mets cursed? So it wasn't the Wilpons, and they're going to be cursed with Cohen.
I don't know about that.
Okay, well, I'm asking a question. Like, I mean, do you think they're cursed? Like, things just go bad against them?
I think it was the Wilpons.
Okay, so it's a cleansing.
Yes, it's not like the Jets who were cursed by when they made a deal with Satan to win Super Bowl III.
Hannah, do you have anything you'd like to add?
If Ernest Biner did not fumble the ball in Denver, If Ernest Biner did not fumble the ball in Denver, they win the Super Bowl.
Well, that was the Browns. That wasn't the Jets.
No, when Ernest Biner was who fumbled
I
in
forgot
Denver?
who that was.
Who was the?
Was it Eamon Zeroy?
We got to wrap up. We got to set this meeting up. But thank you, everybody. See you tomorrow.
By the way, Stu, I came up with a song. I put it on my video today.
Right.
My soda review. You'll have a blue Christmas without Trevor. This will assure that the Jets suck forever. Settling for Justin Fields make you feel Adam Gase should get extended, but it will be a blue Christmas for New York.